heard this saying, Valentine's Day is celebrated every day. Well, what if I tell you that in China, it is not just a say, but it's actual reality. And in this video, I'm gonna explain you why in China, we celebrate Valentine's Day more than one time. Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. My name is Sabrina. I am currently based in Shanghai, China. I've been living in China now for 8 years and this channel is about sharing my life in and out of China. You may be familiar with Valentine's Day in the West, but did you know that there are multiple Valentine's Day here in China? That's right, here in China, Valentine's Day is not only celebrated once, but actually 6 times. What? Each celebration has its unique meaning and its special way of celebrating and expressing affection for one another. If you like this kind of content, subscribe and leave me in the comment if in your own country you celebrate Valentine's Day more than once. So whether you're in a relationship or not, doesn't matter. This video is still for you. I'm not gonna talk too much about the first one because it's the same as any other countries and celebrated on the 14th of February, the world famous Valentine's Day, and it is pretty much similar to the Valentine's Day that we have in the West. On this day, couples spend time together, go on the cinema, have dinner, and it is also common to give a box of chocolates as a gift or some roses to express our affection to our significant other. Well, this one, like I said, is pretty much the same as any other countries. This second Valentine's Day is called White Day. Actually, is not only celebrated in China, but in my knowledge, is also celebrated in Japan. I lived in Japan and studied in Japan when I was younger, so I am actually pretty familiar with that one. Usually, it is celebrated a month after Valentine's Day, and in here, in the culture, it is said that if a woman has handed a box of chocolate to declare her feelings, well, this is the chance for the man to actually give back the chocolate to reciprocate the feeling. So in here for White Day, this is a trend that has grown from the internet and it came to China, so I'm assuming it is coming from Japan. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I have discovered White Day for the first time when I was in Japan and through the Japanese culture. So I think that this is where White Day originally rooted and gradually came to China. The idea is really to not only give back chocolate to reciprocate your feelings, you can also give chocolate to your colleagues or your friends just to express your love for them. White Day is not necessarily celebrated by everyone, but it's mostly celebrated by the young millennials. Third Valentine's Day is called Wu Er Ling, which in translation would means I love you. Well, not technically, because Wu Er Ling means 520 and it is actually celebrated on the 20th of May, so there are in here a couple connections. So it is on the 20th of May, so 20 for Er Ling and 5th for the 5th month of the year, but actually 520 is homophonic to I love you in Chinese, which is 我爱你. Okay, my tones are not perfect, but I think you will get the gist. And this particular thing actually in China is celebrated as the Internet Valentine's Day. It is celebrated on the 20th of May and also on the 21st. So okay, we get the part about Valentine's Day, but why Internet Valentine's Day? Well, in here, Wu Er Ling is mostly celebrated by the young millennials. And if you think that it is a little bit bizarre and kind of pulling on the world, well, I guess maybe you are right. But hey, any excuse to celebrate love and for the companies to make cash out of it. Because guess what? On this day, we also celebrated the same way we would celebrate it on the 14th of February. Alright, let's get to the actual Chinese roots of Valentine's Day. The fourth Valentine's Day is Chichi Festival, which is based on the romantic tale of two lovers only being able to reunite with each other once a year. If you're familiar with Asian history and Asian tales, I think we've all heard that tale. If if you're interested in knowing more about this tale, I'll leave a link in the description below. So this festival is celebrated on the 7th of July, except that we emphasize here on eating so popular food, which include, once again, my pronunciation sucks. I'm still working on my tones. Popular food such as 油饭, 麻油鸡酒, 软锅. Well, I'll leave photos and everything here because I'm pretty sure I have killed the words, but I hope you guys will get the gist. In Chinese, Chichi means also double seven festival because every number celebration has its own signification. Here, double seven is for the 7th of July. See, they have thought of everything. The 5th one, there isn't any specific date for this one since it is based on the lunar calendar. The celebration for that day will change every year. Here actually I'm referring to the Lantern Festival. The Lantern Festival is also considered as a Chinese Valentine's Day because in the past women were rarely allowed to leave their homes, and going out to the Lantern festivals was a rare opportunity for them to go on dates and find a potential partner. On this day, it's typical to eat sweet dumplings filled with black sesame or peanuts paste. So overall, the Lantern Festival is not only seen as a special festivities for the Chinese New Year, but is also a symbol of unity, togetherness, and completeness. And the last but not least, which is slowly making its way to the West, the so-called Singles Day. But wait, why is Singles Day part of Valentine's Day? And why is it now coming to the West? Hold on. I'm getting into that. Singles Day, aka Double 11, is a celebration for those who are single. This day originated with students from Nanjing who wanted to have a celebration for being single. And the date 11/11 was chosen to represent the double lines representing being single. Valentine's Day doesn't mean necessarily that you cannot celebrate love for yourself, because who says that loving somebody else is more important than loving yourself? And this could be also for a form of Valentine's Day, just celebrating the love for your own person. But here's the trick. Nowadays, even if it originated as being called Singles Day, Double 11 now was taking over and was transformed into this huge Black Friday. And on this specific day, you will find the craziest discounts on Taobao and other websites. I would say that actually Double 11 is as big as Black Friday back in the US, because every year the amount of money that Alibaba and other retailers are making on that specific day is just crazy. I personally also wait for Double 11 to purchase certain expensive items for a much cheaper price. And I have noticed actually that Double 11 is slowly coming to the West, and this shows actually the power of consumption for this kind of celebration. And I guess maybe this shows another excuse for people to just consume and spend their money. So there you have it, the 6. So this is how we say 6 in Chinese, by the way. So there you have it, the 6 different opportunities to celebrate Valentine's Days in China. Every Valentine's Day has its own and unique differences. So whether you celebrate Valentine's Day once a year or multiple times a year, just remember that love is what makes life worth living. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you've heard about these Valentine's Days. You can celebrate it with your friends, you can celebrate it with your pet, you can celebrate it with your family. What I can take out from what I've learned about this 6th Valentine's Day is that every day in the end is a Valentine's Day, and every day is an opportunity to express your love to the people you care for. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!